Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? This is Truck Turner coming your way. Um, Today, I know last week I told you guys I was going to make a video about my new night sights, which I did install. See that? Look at that. Beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, since I couldn't make a video of how I actually put the sights on because the original tool that I purchased on eBay was garbage. Yes, it broke trying to put in the rear sight. Of course, you all know that the front side of these are just basically locked in through a screw. You tap that down with a mallet, rubber mallet, and then you screw underneath. I'll show you all that in a second. So what I actually went out and I did was I actually bought a real sight machine. Now I've owned this Glock for almost 30 years now. I told you guys that it's the second gen. Um, Best 9mm I ever owned. Very reliable. Never really had any issues. The only issues I had was when one of my magazines got old because it was one of the original magazines, and it would not lock the slide back, on the final shot because of course the springs get weaker after 30 years. So that's natural and nothing to be alarmed about, right? So let me start. What I'm gonna do is we'll clear this for you guys, for you safety nutties, right? Well, safety is a good thing, but don't mean to mess with you that bad. But we got that out. So we got the slide, and this is a Wolf Performance threaded barrel. I was going to buy a compensator for it at one point, and remove the spring, of course. Pull that out, and then just lift up the barrel out, right? So, on the inside of this particular gun, you can see the nut right up in there, right up front. Of course, I took it out. The original sight, I just pulled it off with a pair of pliers. No need to use a punch. That's what they recommend, but I just pulled it out with some pliers. It was polymer, and I basically used a hex nut screw, which I was a hex nut tool, which I also bought this Tupperware. Remember, this is the original case this gun came in. That's why I was called Glock's Tupperware guns, right? So I went and bought a magnetic screw. Look at it. It's holding a spring together. Okay, a magnetic screw tool. And here are all my original OEM parts, even from back in the early 90s. I keep all my parts, including I have a 3.5 pound trigger on that. And this is the disconnect bar. Um, and of course, I changed a few other things. And also the slide stop. I changed the slide stop out. And I'm actually about to change out some internal parts on the slide. I'm going to change uh, the extractor. I'm going to change the pin out again. I changed it years ago. I have a new back plate, and just a few things in the plunger. We get the whole kit for the inside. Because it is old. It's time to replace. I try to replace everything every 10 years or so, and it's pretty much that time now. So this is what I used. This is the tool. I'm gonna show you guys the tool that I used to. Oh, this is also the original barrel. I kept it. I show you the original tool that I actually used. Not original tool, but the tool that I purchased to replace the garbage one I bought off of eBay. I bought a real one. For decades, ladies and gentlemen, I always wanted a sight tool. I always wanted them, but they were always too expensive, man. They were like $300, $400. But now, because of Chinese manufacturing, unfortunately, but fortunately, they make a less expensive version, which to me was pretty good. It does the job, right? Um, so here it is. This is the NC Star sight uh, sight remover or pusher. kind of hard to get out of there. I had to tighten up this side. That's why these come out, so you can use a ratchet set to tighten it, just in case you don't have the hand strength to use your own hands. They loosened up when I actually oiled down the machine, because before every use, you're supposed to oil down the bushing. It comes with bronze bushings. It comes with actually, this is the front sight on this side. You can adjust it there. Yeah, I'll just let them fall. You guys get the picture. And on the rear, you have the back sight pusher, right? This is a really good thing. And then here, you use this to lift up the side. What I'll do is I'll demonstrate. I'm not going to move the sights because I actually used, sighted it in already. And I use a laser bore sighter to do that. So what you do is you would lock the slide in through these side adjustments. Use the side adjuster, right? And you want to make sure that the sight pusher does not hit the side of the slide. So I'm sorry. Lock that in. Right. So then on the bottom part, they give you a platform where you can tighten it up to stabilize the bottom. Right. So there you have your platform, and your gun is stable on the platform. It's a little crooked here, but you know put it. Well, not really necessary. So it's like there's little nibs there that. Matter of fact, nope, it's not there. Make sure, yeah, there it is. And you got your platform tight. So now the sights are actually tight in there. Then of course you would just adjust the pusher all the way over. It will remove or install your sights. But before you use this machine, you're supposed to oil all of the bushings. I use CLP, brake-free CLP. I've used this stuff for all my guns since I first got my guns. Honestly, I used to use Hopies and all that kind of stuff. It's good oil, but as far as like, if you have more than one gun, right? I have 10 guns right now, right? If you have more than one gun and you stick stuff in your gun safe and you return, you can you don't use some type of preservative, man, rust will build up on the barrels, inside the barrel, and all the components of your gun. So this stuff right here, I'm telling you, in about 1997 or so, I had an issue at a gun range, and it was so bad. I got treated so bad there. I did not go back to the gun range for, oh man, till about 2003. I actually stuck all my guns in my gun safe and in the back of my closet, locked it up, and I kept one gun out for home protection. At that time, I was using a Ruger Security 6 357 with a 4-inch barrel, stainless steel. Loved that gun. It was a beautiful gun. And I stuck those guns in that locker for 7 years, till 2003. And let me tell you something, when I finally got the gun bug again, I opened my safe up, and I checked everything, the barrels, everything. It was no rust, no nothing, anything. This stuff right here is that good, right? So this is basically how I changed my sights. And then after I changed my sights, what I did was, I'm going to try to demonstrate to you how I actually made sure the sights were in there properly. I don't know if it'll be able to do. I have a laser bore sighter. And put that back in there. Lay this here. And the laser bore sighter is right here. I have a, what's this? Laser bore sighter 1.77, which is 22 caliber to 50 caliber, right? And then you see it has all the different size of fittings to go inside your barrel. And basically, let me open it up. I bought the green one because the green one actually is the better sight, because the green light will actually go further and longer than the red light. It's a little heavier. It's a little, but I don't mind that because I just want my gun done right, right? So let me put this off to the side. And what I want to show you is how you use the bore sighter to make sure that your sights are right. I don't know if I'll be able to demonstrate it on the camera, but let's give it a try, right? We're missing. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. Put that back on the receiver. Okay. And what you do is you take the bore sight. It's already got the proper attachment for 9mm, and you twist that in along with the twist rate, right? Then you turn the red light on, the green light on. Oh, okay, you can't see it. Okay, so what you can see, oh, you might not be able to see. Yeah, let me see. Is what you want. I'll demonstrate this way. Then. Okay, if your sights are not right, right, what happens is that green light, you'll be able to see it to the right or to the left. But since it's correct, you can't see the light. Hold on, let me make a little adjustment here. Okay, so you see, you can't see the light because the sight is covering the light. It's a little close in here, but you would be able to see if we were at a longer distance, you'd be able to see that sight is perfectly aligned in the center of the rear sight, and it's a straight line. But if it was off, the light would be over this direction, or the light would be over that direction. You know, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you're self-quarantining, and I pray everyone in your family safe. And remember, tomorrow's not promised, but eternal life is through the belief in Jesus Christ and through His blood sacrifice. God bless you. See you again.